back to another YouTube video. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Today I'm filming, as you can tell by the title of the video, a healthy meal prep for the week. Now I normally would eat the same lunch for 2 or 3 days in a row just because I bulk make it, so everything that I make today you would be able to have for 2 or 3 days, but for the sake of the video I'm going to make myself 3 different lunches just so that I can show you a few different things that I have for lunch. I'm also going to make some deliciously Ella style inspired like little balls which will be made of like dates and almond flakes and almond butter, so hopefully they'll go well. I'm also going to show you the kind of snacks that I put into my lunch, just things that I pick up that are good for snacking throughout the day. Also my smoothie recipe, supplements that I take, and just being organised and prepared basically. So everything that I make is going to be gluten-free, vegan, tasty, easy to make. Hopefully I won't make a disaster of it, but to be honest I don't have loads of time to meal prep, so everything that I make can be made quickly, lasts because it's vegan and it's very tasty. I do not want to be eating bland rubbish food all week. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy the video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, comment down below any recipes that you want to try or anything that you think I might like that I haven't tried. Let's get into the video. So first of all, first thing that I prep pretty much for the week ahead is my supplements. So I've talked about this a lot in YouTube videos and on my story, but I'll go through them now. I take a vitamin B12, which is great because I'm vegan, so it just gives me that extra B12. It's quite hard to get that in your food as a vegan. So these are really good. I get them from My Protein, and with my 37% discount it makes a huge difference. So I definitely recommend those. I take a vegan omega, which is also great for being vegan. And I take a daily vitamin, which is from Women's Best. I do sometimes get it from My Protein, it just depends where they're in stock. Then I've got this little pill box, which is where I keep all my supplements, and this just goes into my gym bag. So I've also got some hair vitamins in here at the moment, which are the Women's Best ones. But I put all of my supplements in there, pop it in my gym bag. I find it really hard to swallow supplements when I'm tired. Like I find it hard to swallow tablets first thing in the morning. So I put them in my gym bag and then I take them like when I've woken up a little bit. But I normally take those with my BCAAs. So that's one other thing that I always make the night before is my BCAAs. I have them in watermelon at the moment. This is kind of my new favourite flavour. I used to be iced tea lemon, then it was passion mango, which I still have sometimes, but this has become a favourite. So all I do is just fill up my shaker with water, put 1 scoop of BCAAs into here. The only reason I make it the night before is just because then it's really cold when I go to the gym in the morning. So that's all I do in the evening, literally just make my BCAAs, put them in the fridge. The next thing that I've made quite a few times on YouTube on my story is my smoothie. I have a smoothie every single morning. I just feel like it's such a nice way to get all my vitamins. It just makes me feel more alert because it's quite fresh. So yeah, I always make a smoothie the night before. A lot of people have said, oh, I don't have time in the morning, or I don't want to turn my blender on in the morning. That's fine, just make it the night before, pop it in the fridge and it'll be absolutely fine. It's also quite nice when it's cold, so I'm going to make that now. For my smoothies, I use frozen fruit bags. I just feel like, especially, I know I don't live on my own, but I technically do in terms of food shops, it's just so much easier to buy the big frozen bags of fruit because they last so much longer, they are fresh, and also they make the smoothie colder and it's just nicer anyway. I find that fresh fruit is actually more expensive and doesn't last as long, so we go frozen. Some people will tell you, oh, frozen fruit and veg isn't good for you. To be honest, I'd rather be having frozen fruit than no fruit, and this is just works for me. So I get the berries, mango chunks and pineapple chunks. These are the ones that I use. I also use the vanilla soy yogurt from Aldi, which is my favourite. I actually prefer it to the Alpro one, so I'm going to make that now. So that's my pineapple, mango, berries and yogurt, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water just so that it's not too thick so it becomes like a sorbet, which also is nice if you want to make sorbet, just use frozen fruit. But yeah, I'll put some water in. I'm a little bit over. and pop that in the fridge, and that will probably, sometimes I have it straight after I work out, sometimes I have it on the train when I'm travelling into work. So yeah, that's that done. Just using my little My Protein shaker. Just found this little cat. I'll be in the kitchen because I'm cooking. It's not very hygienic to have a little raccoon in the kitchen. So next I'm making the Deliciously Ella style balls. I've just put in here almond flakes, dates, coconut oil, almond butter. Right, Nicola, if you're watching this is exactly why you never leave me to bake alone. Because I do not read the instructions, I do not do things properly, and things end up getting messy and going wrong. I know you'll be watching this, and I know you'll be thinking, this is why I don't leave her to bake alone. It says, place the almonds in the food processor and pulse until they're crushed. What do? I put all the ingredients in and wonder why it's not working. Then you're supposed to add the dates and the coconut oil, then you add the almond butter, and then you make them into balls. I'm going to put the recipe down below, and if you want to do it properly, please help yourself, but I've just made a complete mess of this. And actually, I say Nicola, but Rachel, you'll be thinking the exact same thing. This is the situation I'm in. The flakes are not crushing with the rest of the situation, so we're going to do what we can with it. Sorry girls, I feel like I've really let you down. All the times we've baked together and you've told me how to do things properly, and I'm 26 years old and I still can't do it properly. We had a moment where I thought they were not salvageable, but I've managed to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which really should have been 8 because one of them was massive. But these are my Deliciously Ella inspired balls. I don't think Deliciously Ella would charge £4 for these, but they do taste really nice because I tried a little bit of one. So I'm going to put them in the freezer for an hour and then put them in a container in the fridge. I'm quite happy with them considering I got it completely wrong, but next time I'm going to put apricots in and I'm going to make them properly. We've got that out of the way. We've been experimental with Deliciously Ella. Now I'm actually going to make my lunches, which I should not do wrong because I make these all the time. First, I'm going to make Coronation chicken sandwiches, which are one of my favourite lunches. I'm going to have those tomorrow. I used to have Coronation chicken. It was like my top favourite sandwich. So now I'm going to make it with corn chicken. I just buy the corn chicken pieces. These actually are not the vegan ones. They've got a tiny bit of egg in them, but I couldn't get the vegan ones. My opinion on that is it's better to eat this than actual chicken. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in the pan. And then pop that in the oven. For my Coronation chicken sauce, I'm using vegan Hellmann's, which is, in my opinion, the best vegan mayonnaise, and it tastes exactly like mayo. A little bit of mango chutney, just a teaspoon. A tablespoon of curry powder, and some sliced grapes. I know some people have raisins in their Coronation chicken, some have grapes, or you could just have the sauce. Yeah, so I'm going to make that now. That's Coronation chicken sauce. Slice a few grapes. I'm actually going to make 4 pieces of bread just because I'm getting so hungry at work at the moment. So once the chicken's ready, I'll put the chicken in the sauce, pop that in the bread, but I'm going to make one more meal because I did say I'd make 2 or 3 lunches. So I'll make a different meal now just while the chicken's cooking, and then you can see how that's done. My last lunch that I'm going to make is with tofu. As you know, I'm absolutely obsessed with tofu. I normally cook it myself and season it myself, but this was on offer. So I got this teriyaki organic tofu, which was reduced to £2.25 I think. So I got 2 of these. I've already eaten one, but this is perfect because you can snack on it, just it's already seasoned out of the packet, or you can cook it or heat it up. So I'm going to make that with some mushrooms, courgette, peppers. I'm going to use a sweet chilli and garlic sauce. Even though this is marinated, I just want this to give a bit of extra flavour, and some basmati rice. That's going to go in a little pot, and that will be my lunch for Tuesday and probably Wednesday as well. I think that'll be enough. watching today's video. That is my BCAAs, supplements, smoothie, 2 different lunches that I absolutely love. I also showed you deliciously edibles, which went horribly wrong. Normally, instead of those, I have these little raw bars from Aldi, which I love. They do a pecan one and they do a hazelnut and chocolate one, which is also vegan, and it tastes like Nutella in a bar. It's so good. So I'm just going to show you a few snacks. These I love. I also get the sea salt dark chocolate from Aldi, which is vegan and so nice, and it comes in these little individual bars, so they're so easy to just take with you. I have to have a bit of chocolate every day, so I love those. I always get prawn cocktail crisps. They are also vegan from Aldi and they taste amazing. And I also picked up the sweet chilli Snapper Jacks because they had those in Aldi as well. So yeah, I always have like crisps, snacks, raw bars, chocolate. Can't go a day without chocolate. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did and subscribe, and I will see you next week.